How you all doing? Thursday 25th of June, one of the best days so far this month. Sorry I haven't been putting any videos up, it's just not been the weather to do it. We've had some horrendous weather, just like most of you have. When I've had the time to actually come down and do something, it's either been raining, windy, ice cold. Well, you know what it's been like. So it's, well, just loads of weeds that's grown everywhere. I wish I'd got a recipe for nettles, apart from the nettle wine and nettle tea. But I wish we could eat it, because I can grow nettles without even thinking about it. Let's show you what we've been up to. We have had some things planted, but as I said, it's with the time I've had to plant them and not had time to record. But you know what it's like for planting anyway. Let's go and have a look, see what we've been up to. Okay, the pond area. That's we've got the pond plants growing now. Oxygenators are finally coming up, but the flowers around have all flowered. They're going into seed, but also loads of weeds. So I need to get that done. But let's show you the weeds that's been growing on. Right, I've got my sunflower at that end, and at that end my runner beans have finally started growing. We're up to here, but it's been so cold and windy, they've just been knocked back. Unbelievable. My second sunflower. Let's go around this side. Peas. Shall I get you from this side? They're the, forget what them are. Hurst, them. And then these peas are a bit better, and they're the alderman. Right, onions. That's how I plant my spring onions, white Lisbon, in little bunches. And then just come along and take a bunch as you like them. Beetroot, that's growing. With no heads on as yet, but at least they're coming on. Turnips, decent row of turnips, and then Swedes. Oh, seems to be hit and miss with Swedes, but that's how it goes. Right, I'll spin you around and have a look at the potatoes. First earlies. That's 2 rows there. Seem to have bunched together, but I've been weeding between them. And then a couple of rows of, what are these, second earlies? Anya. That is the pile of weeds at that end that I've got from them rows. We've then got a couple of rows of Vivaldi with bunches of weeds at either end, and then some rooster. These are the Albert roosters with weeds picked out, and these bunches of weeds, they're all from the in between the potatoes. And then I've got 2 rows of potatoes here that we're not quite sure what they were, because the guy where I worked at the farm shop gave me them and he didn't know what they were. So we'll just have a quick look in the polytunnel. Oh, that's the rhubarb plants. show you the taters from this end. And that's that part of the allotment. Right, polyphenol. All the lettuce has gone, and all the kale has gone. So we've got, oh, let me hold my pot. I'm blown at that. We have got cucumber. I just need to tie them up. We've got a couple of cucamelons. They need a couple of more canes in, fastened to this, and then we'll tie them up. Around this side, oops, I spun you around a bit fast, didn't I? Another cucumber plant. And at this side we've got the Sweet Million F1 tomato plants. I know I'm behind, everybody seems to be up to the top of their apexes on the greenhouses. It's just how we've been here in Yorkshire. So strawberries, they're all now done. We've picked them, absolutely had loads of. Right, at this side we've got Elsa Craig. Now let me just show you, there's some small ones here, and I'll have to have a look on my video of about 3 years ago, and they're self-seeded, and they are a bush tomato, little cherry tomato, and they're absolutely gorgeous, but they keep self-seeding, so I'll probably dig that and that one up, because I've got a couple of failures with the Elsa Craigs. That's not looking too healthy. That one just don't like it. And again we've got a self-seeded one. That's why it's right at the side of the path. As I said, Elsa Craig, and one that definitely didn't like it, and that's coming out so it don't cause any diseases. And then another self-seed with loads on. So we'll go and have a look outside and have a look at the rest of the stuff. Right, well, before we go, there you go, temperatures now, and the greenhouse doors, both of them have been open for the last week. So it's 122.9 Fahrenheit, 100.2 now, and the minimum 42. So we'll set that, so it's now 50.5, no, maximum 50.5, it's now 37.5 and being 5.7. I don't know why I read them out to you, I'm showing the pictures. Right, let's have a look at the cabbage area. All the cabbages in. So that's a row of Brussels sprouts. I've netted them, but pigeons have still managed to get to them. This is a row of late cabbages, so I'm not too particularly bothered about them getting to them because they've left the centres and they'll still grow. And they're primo. They must not like red cabbage, red drumhead, and my early cabbage hispers. Right, did some broccoli and I thought, well, I'll try these, and I've grown them in offcuts of guttering down pipe. Because I have trouble with club root, thought I'll fill them up, get them in there, give them a start, see what happens with them. Put the lime in the bottom, but with the winds that we've had, that's why they're hit and miss. It's the winds that's been blowing them about and rubbing them on the side of the guttering. Broke them off, killed them. So that weren't a good idea. Right, sherlocks. These are the Zabroon, and I thought that they'd have split and done something, but they're not doing a lot. And then the pickling onions, Paris Silver Skin. They're not doing bad actually. Let's have a look. That's not a bad sized pickling onion, that, but never grown them before. But they're odd shapes and sizes that. Oh, that's like a spring onion. That one. And they've all been in the same time. And then we'll come to these, and I think these are all ready for picking. So I've got my raw garlic, my 2.5, nearly 3 rows of red onions, and they're not a bad size, not a bad size at all. And then my white onions, and they're all going over now, so they're it's time that they were being pulled. And that's about it, I think. Oh, I've got last of my lettuce on the outside, so I'll have to recrop them. Some are nearly getting ready for going. Well then, I've dug one of each up, so that's my garlic, my red, you know, I forgot what type they are, but nice size is that garlic, red onion, and then the white onion. So we'll get them up, get them dried out, and then get some planted in here again. So there you go, that's what we've been up to. As I said, finally I had a decent day, but I've had to put a day's holiday in to make the most of it, get all the weeding done, get top side of it, but still more to do. So also I'd like to thank all my new subscribers, all the subscribers that stuck with me. It's difficult, I know, when you don't put videos up, people lose interest and usually unsubscribe. So, but thanks a lot, and take care. Speak to you again soon.